Marathon has just dropped a massive bombshell of an update. Finally, this game actually looks pretty good. And you know what they've done? They've got rid of the heroes being selectable, i.e. the named heroes that you would pick to play, and instead they've replaced them with classes. This looks absolutely sick. Let's break this down. Now, it must be said, I've got a little bit of history of Marathon. I was involved in the very early alpha tests, and I was playing through the game and actually uploaded videos onto my other channel, the Unit Lost channel, and I give my first impression on the game. It wasn't great. It was in a bad state. What we're seeing now looks completely radically different. And you know what? This game might actually make something of itself. And I think I'm starting to get quite... well, I'm looking forward to the launch of this game now. So let's get stuck into this. This video is actually sick. It's a vid doc, and it's about all of the runner shells. This is awesome.
Runner shells is what we're calling the bioprinted bodies that you, the runner, inhabit when you go down to Tau Ceti. Each of our launch shells is really an archetype of gameplay.
So abilities, passives, stat packages married to a very distinct silhouette that then players can look at, 50, 60 meters away and say, oh, I know what that is.
This is all great.
What that player's capable of, and I can start to think about how to counteract it.
One of the things we really want to do on the build crafting side is making sure that we're providing people ingredients instead of giving them a recipe. Figuring out what you want for your build that is unique, and you do that across cores, you do that across implants, you do that across weapon mods.
This looks so good. By the way, the game looks insane without a UI.
Powerful standalone perks that can be used in combination with each other to shift the gameplay style.
Hang on, I'm kind of blocking that. That says... So these are the cores which change, basically change some of your abilities. So like augmentations you can add. And this one is blast off. Knockback no longer deals self-damage, instead propelling you away from the blast. Now, actually, this is one thing as well. You'll see the movement in this video is insane. Remember, this is an extraction shooter, so to have like crazy levels of movement, this could be unreal.
Of your runner kit. We also want to make sure that there are interesting combinations of things that work together.
So that was... The gameplay it was just showing us is the runner shell Vandal, but that used to be Glitch, and Glitch used to be the character that you sort of played. Now you're playing almost effectively, I guess, as yourself. You're just selecting a shell for the mission, which it's only a subtle change, but I think it's actually quite a big change, especially in the head, and I think this is great. And this video, I think, is like friggin' awesome. In fact, this is the type of thing High Guard needed to do. They need to launch something like this instead of that stupid trailer they put out, which kind of assumes that you know what the game is when nobody knows what the game is. They should have done something like this where it explains what's going on. Anyway, this is a prestige implant, so it's one of the higher tier implants. Graceful Landings, version 5. It says deal damage to nearby hostiles after a long fall.
But they have hooks that go out into the other
They're
systems.
So knocking themselves back with the other one, landing on and doing damage is a combo
machine.
That is cool. We need build variety. That'd be really cool.
Depending on your playstyle, if you're like someone who hangs back and likes to snipe, you're someone who likes close quarters combat and you're going to rush in, you're going to want to cater the items that you're finding differently.
The idea there is like have a broad spectrum.
This is awesome.
That everyone can kind of find a little bit of a home to, and then we're going to build on top of that. Destroyer is aggressive, brutal, wears a modified, futuristic version of the Mjolnir armor from the original trilogy.
The shell is designed to get into the fight as fast as possible and stay there.
These visuals look really good. I know it still looks like Marathon, but this is definitely
a riot barricade so that they can generate presence and they can generate.
It looks so much better than it has done in any other video footage they've put out.
Ability is search and destroy, which activates shoulder mount.
Still got that clean, simplistic, complex style. It looks so good without the UI. This does actually.
Lock down targets.
But look at the lighting as well in this area.
Which
so good.
Immobilizes them and allows your team to follow up.
That is, our assassin shell is built for players that like to play slow and quiet. It's very much.
I think this is going to be one of the most popular shells.
Backline infiltrator. It has a dive ability that can be used to negate fall damage from any height.
Their tactical ability is invisibility. You pull this like shroud of invis over yourself. You can sprint during it. You can. I've
got to say, I might be sort of banging on it, but it's cool as shit. This world is. I love the audio and the visual design of this. It's so unique. I don't know what it is, but it just. I'm willing the game to be good because I want to play in this world. It's so good.
During it
looks good anyway.
The faster you move, the more visible you're going to become. And if you take any actions, heal, shoot, get shot, you'll reveal yourself for a short duration.
Okay, that's good. So if you're sprinting while you're cloaked, you'll be easily
Their prime
seen.
ability sends out this disc. It creates this like plumes of smoke that you can enter into, and then when combined with their passive shroud, they go invisible when they enter smoke. The whole thing here is like be invisible, be sneaky, and then enshroud the world in smoke.
I think it's going to be a popular class.
Originally, Recon was called internally Fun Police. That really is the core kind of fantasy. It's about hunting people down. It's about playing detective. If you want to find all the assassin shells on the map, Recon is the shell you want to use. It comes with a tracker drone that you can toss out a little spider friend that crawls along the ground.
Yeah, we've seen that
track
before.
Towards enemies and explode.
Doesn't this look very clean? It looks even cleaner than it did before.
They can't sprint,
like the
they're
visuals.
taking tick damage, and they like help you lock down a target so you can pursue them. And for their prime, Recon has this really awesome helmet.
See that glow effect there on the
Recon?
Recon?
These cool
This
codes.
genuinely looks like one of the, talking about glow, like one of the best glow ups I've seen
that detects
games for a long time. I think they made the mistake of
and marks them for you.
going public too early with what they
The
had.
shield of somebody
last
as a
year.
Recon shell. They
Just
leave
imagine if
holographic
this came
footprints
out
behind.
in
So even
a
if they run
a
away,
beta now.
you can follow
People
that
would be
trail
like, holy
and
shit!
it'll
Look,
lead
look
right
at that!
to it.
You crack
And
the
then
shield
finally,
so you can see where they run.
awareness,
That is
if you
insane.
get
That is
pinged,
actually insane.
It'll actually tell you that someone like sees you. You won't know where, but you'll be able to be on high alert that somebody saw you and is marked you.
Yeah, they used to have that in the early alpha. So this would be glitch, but now it's just a run a shell
Vandal is our
vandal.
shell that is just by its very nature more agile than our other shells. It has
This
micro
movement's
jets that let it
crazy.
do a double jump. It has a power slide that goes much further than our normal sprint slide.
Their prime overloads their movement system so they can commit and chain all those actions together.
The UI
They're
looks so
about
good
getting
here.
in
Like,
and
what is
out,
it? Looks
causing
amazing,
chaos.
clean.
The
This
arm
shotgun,
cannons of
I'm not
Vandal
too sold on the
unfolds,
design of it, but the sound
and
effects
you
of that are
find a
insane.
big ass gun barrel inside. You can use it to knock people out of cover.
And obviously,
You can
I
use it to
really
knock
like the
people
blue
off of buildings,
blood.
which is way more fun than knocking them out of cover.
That
The
was
number
pretty
of
cool.
times we've knocked people off of field maintenance is like, this is a great thing.
So this is a new runner.
Marathon is a game that is all about finding the best stuff on the map. So we felt like we needed to have a shell that was sort of built for the loot goblin fantasy. That is Thief to a T. Thief's trade ability is X-ray visor, where you flip down your visor, you can see containers through walls, you can see enemies that are within
That's
line of sight.
obviously pretty good. The game is about loot.
Their prime is pickpocket drone, where they deploy this like elegant origami.
Wait a minute, the
mechanicalized
animation on that
butterfly.
was awesome.
It has like a mechanical whip that it can send out and that knocks loot out of both players and AI, and then it can suck that loot back up with the same whip.
What is
or you can
this?
use it for
This
recon.
is
You
sick.
can fly
What?
around, you can ping, those pings are shared to your squad.
The Thief shell also has a built-in grappling
Wait, what? So that's a drone that can pickpocket enemies, but also act as a recon drone. Hey, this is going to be an insane class.
device that is embedded right in the forearm. You shoot out a dart, mid-flight.
Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. That is really cool, that is. Look at that.
Swing away to safety.
That is really cool. It's like a grapple, but you can create your
Charge
own
rate for their
on-
grapple,
the
their base
too?
handling and stats will go up as you fill the backpack. So the idea is
What?
to become a loot goblin,
Hang on,
right?
the-
Steal as much as you can and get out.
The more loot you get, the better your stats. What? This is also a new one. This is like the
Triage
medic
shell is
healer.
our shell for support players. If you want to keep your allies kicking so they can kick back, we have triage for you.
This is
They're
genuinely
equipped
getting me
with
hyped for this
these
game,
awesome,
honestly.
like capacitive gauntlets where you activate them and then you can overcharge them and send out these tendrils that then like shock you back to life.
That's sick, because that's like the
Their
UESC where they
tactical
put the
ability, they
tendrils
actually have
into you
these
to kill you
giant
when they knock
drones
you down.
attached to the legs,
It's like
and
the
they pull them
reverse of
out,
it.
and it's a little buddy. He's got a little face. And you give him a high five and send him on his way.
He's got,
And
like,
he'll
little
come and
hand-
hover over your shoulder and provide you with shields and health.
Triage is really a combat medic, so we knew we needed to give it an ability that was useful
Okay, so he can
for
buff
firefights.
with shields and he can heal allies.
They've got
with
two
the drone.
traits. The first one is a trait ability called Battery Overcharge, where they overcharge their capacitive gauntlets, which makes their weapons performance better. And if you're using battery weapons specifically,
Whoa.
breaking shields will EMP targets, and that
What?
becomes an on-ramp to like
That's
a whole
sick.
new
What?
layer of build crafting. And then they have the
Yeah,
second trait, Shareware, which is really cool, which is any buddies that have
I think
medi
this
drones
game might
on
be
them,
okay.
any consumable you use will get like copied to them. So you kind of almost are this
Oh,
like,
that's really
battle
cool,
medic
actually,
that's,
that
like,
is.
constantly running
That is
triage
actually really
on your
cool.
team.
Like this sounds like a very complex runner to play. Oh, this one is really cool.
Sometimes you just want to take a breather after a bunch of runs and just kind of go on a run to just see what happens. And Rook is really fun for that.
Yeah.
Picking Rook automatically opts you into queuing in solo. you're able to enter into a match in progress, and you're given a starting kit. You're not allowed to bring anything in. That's almost to your advantage because you risk nothing, and anything you take out is yours to keep.
Instead of focusing on like progression and questing and things of that sort, it's a mode where we make it easy for you to just kind of drop into a match that's in progress and run about and try to scavenge as much as possible and get out with it so that you can populate your vault a little bit more for future runs.
Rook has a tactical ability that lets it blend in with UESC forces. So you activate it, a little mask clears over your face, and you are not perceived by the UESC as hostile. This lets you kind of get in, grab a little bit of loot, and then
That's
bail.
actually pretty cool.
One of the things that I've really enjoyed about Rook is the added tension. Midway through a session, even though you've known like a few crews got taken out, or maybe you've taken out crews yourself, you don't know how many new players get injected through Rook.
Ultimately, Rook is a morality test, so you can...
Hey, that's actually a good point, isn't it? Like, you would think, oh, we're halfway through a run, there's been so many teams that have been taken out, but you don't actually know how many Rooks are being added to the game. That's actually really cool. I really like this idea of the Rook, because you can just sort of, you know, like Ziegler said, if you're tired, or maybe you don't want like a super intense run, or you want to try something a bit mad, just play Rook, because you're just going in solo like a nutter.
You have a couple of options when you see a Rook. Either you're a decent
really
person
cool.
and you drop them a piece of loot and let them be on their merry way.
See, like, look how visually distinct this is now. I know it always has been,
which one I am.
but holy shit, it looks so much cleaner.
I blast a lot of Rooks.
This I think is going to be okay. I have that has been the first time I've watched a piece of media beyond their announcement trailer, which I think was very good. The CGI trailer that I've looked at for this game and gone, this actually looks genuinely good. If you showed me that as my first sort of foray into this world, I'd have been like, oh shit, this looks really good, get me on this. Unfortunately, we've got all of the stuff from last year, which wasn't particularly great, and obviously all of the problems with plagiarism. The art director has left Marathon as well. You know, maybe there was pressure to go. I don't know if that's been confirmed or not. I think it's probably just the stress of the situation caused him to step away. But I think this has genuinely been the first time I think I've seen a reversal. I am now excited for this, and I doubt many of you guys watching that think, oh, this is shit, like I want no part of that. Suddenly, that looks a lot better to me. That looks a hell of a lot better. Ooh, this is going to be very interesting to watch. All right, guys, I've been Stylosa. All right, guys, I had to do a cut then because I just suddenly started choking to death. What the hell? But let me know if you're excited about Marathon. Are you looking forward to it? And do you think they're actually starting to redeem themselves? And Bungie could be onto a winner here. Oh, it's very interesting. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you lovely lot on the next video. Remember, if you did enjoy it, then do like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'll see you soon.